Hey everyone, welcome to today's video. So I have a sit down video for you today, and I will be sharing with you how you can look put together instantly every single day. And trust me, you don't really have to spend a lot of money on some of these tips and tricks that I have. You most probably already have these items that I'm going to share with you today in your closet, so don't worry. This is really not that type of video where I'm going to tell you go to the store and go and spend 1,000 rand. No, not at all. So let's start off with number one, your hair. I feel like this is such an obvious thing to talk about because when my hair does not look good, it doesn't matter what I'm wearing or how good my makeup is that day, I just feel miserable and I feel so self-conscious. And what I've started to do is I would plan out my hairstyle the day before, especially when you have to, attend a very important meeting or you have to meet someone or whatever the case may be. I would highly suggest that if you are unsure how your hair is gonna look the next day and you have that style in your head but you've never practiced it before, please do practice it before the event or before the meeting or before you go to work, and don't just nail it the next morning because you might be very disappointed. If you're a natural hair girly like me, I taught myself years ago how to do my own box braids, and I'm so proud of myself because it saves me so much time, so much money. The main reason why I actually taught myself how to do my own braids is because I hated when people pull on my hair. I just hate it so much. If you've ever had box braids or cornrows, you know sometimes people they go in and they twist that braid. Ew. I hate it so much. So I decided, you know what, I'm not gonna endure this any longer. I'm gonna teach myself how I can do this. Invest in a doek. In Afrikaans we'll say a doek, but I believe in English the translation is turban. I'm not sure if you know what the correct translation is. Please leave it in the comment section below. I love a doek. Okay, once a month at least I would wear a doek because I experience a bad hair day at least once a month. And I can just chuck on some statement earrings. I do my edges and then already I look 50% put together because let's face it, your hair is really important in looking your best. Let's move on to face. So when it comes to your skin, I feel like it's very important to really take care of your skin and not only invest in the most expensive products and going to the dermatologist and spending all of these all the money and watching 1,000 YouTube videos on how to clear your acne or your scars or whatever. I believe anything starts from within. What you put into your body, what you consume, what you drink, you should really consider looking at what you are consuming. If every now and again you experience breakouts and things like that, I know for a fact if I consume a lot of processed sugar and a lot of takeaway foods and fatty foods and oily foods, then in a few days time I'm gonna have breakouts. Let's talk about if you're not somebody that's used to wearing makeup, for instance, or you wear a lot of makeup, I would suggest that tone it down a bit. If you cake the makeup on, just tone it down, girl. You really don't have to overdo it that much. If you are not really a makeup girly and you would like to even out your skin a bit, then I would highly recommend go to Clicks, go to Dis-Chem, or go to a store like Foschini or Edgar's, and then you go to the beauty counter, ask them to recommend a foundation for you, because you will maybe tell them that you have combination skin, you have dry skin, you have oily skin, and then they will look at your skin and then they will recommend a few foundations, and also they will match hopefully with the correct shade. Okay, so we're still sticking with the face now. Eyebrows, it's a game changer. Once you nail your shape, you will look put together, even without having makeup on your face. Once your eyebrows are done, you have the shape to the T, you know what to do with your eyebrows. Just imagine having your hair done, or you have your doek on your head, or you have like me now, you have your box braids in, or you have a nice hairstyle, your hair is blown out, you have nice curls in your hair. Now what I do is I've also taught myself how to tweeze my own eyebrows. I've tried waxing once, but I didn't go to a professional. My sister did it and I just didn't like it. So I love to tweeze my eyebrows, and I do that at least once a week to make sure that I maintain the shape, because previously and multiple times before I just let my eyebrows grow out and then I lose the shape, and then it takes me about 2 months or so to, find the shape again. So if you don't already have eyebrows that has, a nice shape to it, and you just have to tweeze around it, then I would highly recommend that maintaining it is very, very important. I would advise that you do that at least on a weekly basis. So with that being said, let's talk about eyelashes. Oh my word, girl. Once you discover curling your eyelashes and putting on mascara, you might look like you have false eyelashes on. Now, once I discovered this, I actually saw multiple people doing it on YouTube many years ago. Eyelash curlers are really not that expensive. The one that I have was really inexpensive. It came in like a little it was like a little combo where you get the tweezer, you get the eyelash curler, you get a nail file, and you get a nail clipper. And I bought it at Pep stores. I think it was like 25 Rand or so. That's something that you can actually go out and buy, and it costs less than 50 Rand. So that's one of the items that I would suggest that you can go get. So if you don't have a tweezer, you will get one in there. You don't always have to buy them individually. Just be very careful and watch a few tutorials on how to use an eyelash curler. I've actually seen videos of girls pulling their eyelashes out, okay, accidentally, by using an eyelash curler. So be very, very careful with that. Now, my favorite mascara to use is the one from Essence, and I know people still rave about it online, and trust me, it is really a good mascara. Highly suggest the Essence Lash Princess, I believe the name is. The green one, to be specific. I tried the purple one, I didn't like the wand, but the green one, you can thank me later. Moving on to lips. Now, there's really not much that I can say here. I feel like make sure you have a chapstick in your bag when you leave the house. If you have a signature lipstick that you like to wear, go ahead and continue to wear that. It really does help making you look like you've made an effort that day to look good. So all that's left now is talking about your fingernails and your toenails. I love to wear red nail polish. Specifically, the past few months, I've now kind of sticked to wearing red nail polish. I find that it looks elegant and classy. Red is just such a beautiful and classic color. So if you also would love to wear one specific color on a regular basis, I would recommend red. I would also recommend white, because I do like white as well. You really don't have to spend hundreds of rands each and every week or every second week to get your nails done. You can teach yourself also how to do your nails at home, like I did. I love Essence nail polish. So you can buy the gel-like nail polish. The last time I bought it, it was like around 80 something. I'm not sure how much it is right now, but this shade that I have on right now is actually just normal nail polish. It was 30 Rand. And I also apply it to my toenails. Now, if you're not somebody who loves to wear nail polish and things like that, just make sure that your nails are nice and clean and even, and they are filed. Then you don't always have to wear nail polish as well. I mean, as long as they're clean and they're the same length. So now moving on to the last point under skin is obviously to moisturize, because especially if you're somebody like me, I love to talk with my hands, and obviously if you talk with your hands, people are gonna look at your hands. So make sure that your hands are moisturized, your elbows are moisturized, your knees are moisturized depending on what you are wearing that day, and also your ankles and feet are moisturized. Okay, so moving on to clothing. This is like my favorite part of the video. Clothing for me really says a lot about a person. If you see somebody with colorful clothing, already you know that person might be artsy, or they might be an artist, they might be somebody who loves to express themselves. My number one tip or trick on how you can look your best or look put together instantly is a blazer. A blazer. And I know most people only wear blazers when they go to work. They wear blazers only when they go to church. No, you can wear a blazer everywhere. Okay, when you go to the mall, when you go for lunch with your friends, wherever you have to go, wear a blazer and wear it with a pair of jeans and a nice little shirt underneath, or a tank top underneath. You can wear it with sneakers. It will instantly just dress you up. You will look put together instantly, and it doesn't have to be an expensive blazer. If you don't have a blazer right now, you might know someone in your household, like your mother, your aunt, even your father. Like, I have a blazer from my father. My sister, I believe, has like 2 blazers. She took them from my father. You know, the oversized look, to me, I believe, is still in. You just have to do it right, because it doesn't look okay on everybody. So if you're gonna take your father's blazer, just make sure it doesn't look like you really just stole your uncle or your father's blazer. So obviously, whatever you're wearing, if you're going to step out of the house, make sure that the clothing that you are wearing are clean and they are ironed and they don't have any fluff on them. So what I would also advise you to do is, the night before, go through your wardrobe, your closet, and see, okay, what can I wear tomorrow, and wear according to the dress code or what type of event it is. Like, if it's gonna be a meeting with like heads of departments, then oh girl, you have to really consider what you're going to wear that day, so you can like fit in and not feel like you're out of place. Also, don't wear too tight clothing. Don't wear clothing that's going to be too revealing. Be considerate, you know, of the people around you, because sometimes we do feel comfortable in the shortest shorts or the shortest skirt or the most revealing top, but you have to consider the people around you. So please do also take that into account when you plan your outfits for the next day. Okay, so another thing that I personally like to do is mix tight with like more flowy stuff. Let's say, for instance, I would wear a tight top and then I would pair that with a flowy skirt. Or if I wear let's say a t-shirt dress, usually they are quite big and oversized, what I would do is I would wear a belt to cinch in my waist. So it's all about balance as well. And when it comes to like mixing colors, I feel like those days of color block, not a lot of people can actually pull off a color block outfit. Try and tone it down a bit, especially if you don't know if 2 colors actually go together, because you know, sometimes when you're at home, you put on this specific color with that specific color and then it looks good, but then once you leave the house, you catch a glimpse of yourself in a mirror or in a huge window, and then you see, but actually, I look like a clown. So also ask somebody's advice who lives with you, or if you stay alone. Go onto Pinterest, you know, search if these 2 colors actually fit together. And if they do, then you can go ahead and wearing it. But I don't like to wear too bright colors that are too bright, because personally I don't like to draw a lot of attention to myself. But if you are just that type of person, then go ahead, keep doing you. I am inspired by you, by the way. Okay, so next we're going to talk about shoes. This is also not going to be a long section, because I think it's pretty obvious that you should wear clean shoes, okay? Even if they are sneakers. I know there was a trend once where you could buy sneakers that actually look dirty. No, don't engage in that trend, okay? Try to clean your sneakers regularly if you're going to wear them out. And then also, if you're going to wear heels that are, you know, proper. When I say proper, it's because I can't find the English words now, but I'm gonna say it in Afrikaans, so I will have the translation on the screen. Moenie stikkende heels aantrek waar die spykers by die hak uitsteek nie, okay? If your shoe has reached that point, then I think it's time for you to let it go and replace it. If it's really a shoe that you don't want to replace, then I would highly suggest, like in most towns, you know, in the CBD, there are usually people that sit on the side of the street, just around the corner or at a corner, and they fix shoes. Just take your shoes there. They will fix it in less than an hour. Before I forget, wear your size. Wear your shoe size. Don't buy shoes that are too small, because you're going to give yourself corns. I don't know the correct word, but I'll put it on the screen. Okay, you will just hurt your toes and your feet. Don't do it to yourself. If you have to run in those shoes, it will hurt your feet so badly. You will get blasse. Hey, the English left me. Now I'm gonna mix my Afrikaans with my English. Jy gaan blaas op jou voete kry, and you don't want that. So also don't buy shoes that are too big for you. Buy your size. You never know when you're going to have to take a picture. You never know when you're going to meet your ex around the corner, or your crush around the corner. So make sure that you look your best every day. Make sure when you leave the house that everything is in order. Don't think, nah, nothing's gonna happen today. I'm not gonna see no one today. Because trust me, whenever I just wear stuff and I know that I'm not looking my best and I'm not putting effort into anything, I think to myself, especially when I go to the mall and I'm thinking, no, it's just gonna be a quick in and out, so I don't have to do much. That's the specific day when I meet every single person at the mall. Every single person at the mall, and then you feel so uncomfortable because now you have to duck and dive in order for those people not to see you. And trust me, they saw you. They're just pretending like they didn't see you, because they themselves can see this person. Yeah, they are not looking their best today. So my advice is really do take care of yourself. Think about what you are going to wear and really put some effort into your appearance. You never know what opportunities may come your way. You never know if you're going to meet your husband that day, or your wife that day, or whoever that day. Just think about that the next time before you leave the house. So thank you so much everyone for watching today's video. I really hope that you had fun listening to my tips, and also that you listened enough to implement them. I had fun filming this video for you today, and if you like the video, please don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment down below if you have any tips that you want to add onto the list, and I will see you in the next video.